Good afternoon. For those that are able, please stand for the arrival of the procession.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Keele on this very special day where so many of you graduate today and the rest of us are here to watch and congratulate you. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I also note there are a number of geographers here, which is a subject that I did at university, and there's also a number of criminologists, which is actually the subject I wish I'd done at university. But I hope you all have a fantastic day and a wonderful way to celebrate. So I now declare the congregation is open, and please take your seats. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony to celebrate the achievements of our students as they graduate from Keele. The ceremony today provides us with an opportunity to recognise the amazing efforts, hard work and determination that it takes to get a university degree, and to celebrate everything that our students have achieved during their time at Keele. Graduates, you graduate today having acquired an in-depth knowledge of your subject, but the other skills that you have gained along the way are just as important, in particular, professional behaviours that you have learned, as well as the ability to work with others from different backgrounds. These are essential parts of your development and will set you in very good stead for your future. At Keele, we are very proud of our students and alumni, but the respect that we have all for you today is even greater than normal because of the unprecedented challenges that you faced in your education journey as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The challenges you overcame have shaped you all into the remarkable people that you are today. To the family and friends joining us today, you have also been an important part of the progress of our students, and I'm sure that you are also brimming with pride. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank you all for the support that you've given to our students who are about to graduate. There'll be an opportunity to celebrate further after your ceremony at our graduation festival, to which all graduates and their guests are invited. So please head over to Keele Hall afterwards for complimentary refreshments, food and entertainment. So, on behalf of all the colleagues in your school and faculty, many congratulations on this major achievement in your life. We're so excited about what you'll achieve next.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, it is a great pleasure to be able to deliver this oration on the occasion of the award of an honorary degree to Professor David Sweeney in recognition of his significant contribution to the sector, in particular research, impact and knowledge exchange. David was the founding executive chair of Research England, the agency responsible for creating and sustaining the conditions for a healthy and dynamic research and knowledge exchange system in English universities. a post he held until 2022. Brought up in Aberdeen from the age of 5, David joined Aberdeen University's first cohort of single honor statistics students in 1972. After gaining a first-class honors in statistics in 1976, David worked at 2 biotechnology and biological sciences research council research institutes as a consultant statistician, and then moved on to developing mathematical models of plant growth. His work on computational aspects of mathematical models led into his interest in broad applications of IT in education and research. Driven by his desire to take up challenging opportunities offered to him, David took up the post of Director of Information Services at Royal Holloway, University of London, a post he held for 14 years. David fondly remembers when the internet started in early 1990s, approaching the Royal Holloway Senate to request for £20,000 to set up a university website, and receiving advice not to do it as it was a big step. However, as David always does, he managed to get it done anyway, without any obstacles. David was always interested in the way organizations worked. So unlike most IT directors, he was keen to, as he puts it, fiddle in the way Royal Holloway functioned whenever he had the opportunity. His neutral views and input to the university vision was much valued by Royal Holloway. David was appointed the Vice Principal, Communications, Enterprise and Research in 2004. In this role, he was responsible for research strategy and developing Royal Holloway's much-renowned research-led commercial and consultancy activities. He joined the Higher Education Funding Council of England, HEFCE, in 2008 as Director, Research, Innovation and Skills, and led the development and implementation of first research excellence framework, including the introductions of the impact element. David is a passionate believer of getting on with tasks and getting them done, guided by a clear vision and engaging people. Without this attitude and approach, many will agree that developing and implementing one of the most complex frameworks within the British university system, REF as we call it, would have not been possible. At HEFCE, David was responsible for research policy and funding, knowledge exchange, and university business relations. David has been invited to visit many countries to advise on open research, open access, and on research assessment, particularly with respect to research impact. David has 4 children, the eldest being a double degree graduate from a double Keele graduate. As a proud parent, he has attended 8 degree ceremonies and at 6 universities. David is a keen football fan and has served as a referee for many years, which he believes gave him the much needed skills in dealing with tackling academics. David is also a passionate chess player and feels that complexities of a chess game are much the same as the complexities of working with government on how one takes forward their initiatives. David was awarded an honorary doctorate from his alma mater in 2012, was Vice Chancellor's Fellow at the University of Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia in 2015, and is a Fellow of the Royal Statistical Society. He was appointed CBE in the Queen's Birthday Honours List in 2022. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate and in recognition of his significant contribution to the sector, in particular research impact and knowledge exchange, I present to you Professor David Sweeney to be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
Professor David Sweeney, CBE, by virtue of my authority as Chancellor, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. set. Thank you. And many, many congratulations.
Well, thank you so much, Aaron, for those very kind and generous words. It is a very special privilege for me to be here, as I was indeed sitting in the audience watching my son graduate. And Keele is a very special university for me personally, but also, as I shall say, professionally. And it's a privilege to be here to see the Vice Principal for Research and Innovation taking forward the work that I think is essential if universities are to play their part in their responsibility and commitment to our nation. There is much that is difficult to understand in the dynamics of politics in our country at the moment, and I've spent some years getting to grips, as Aaron said, with that. But universities persist. Students come, are really excited by their education and go out, as I did, to grab the opportunities that people offer them. And Aaron, those are the people you couldn't mention because you don't know those who have given me the chance to do things that sometimes was entirely undeserved, but which I enjoyed. The achievements you talked about depend wholly on those that you can work with. On your own, you can do very little. And I've been privileged to work with fantastic people over the years. And in the role working with government on research and innovation, research assessment, I've been privileged to work very much with your Vice-Chancellor, who has, Professor Trevor McMillan, who's been a wonderful supporter and is eminent at national level, while all the time building the case for Keele in its own provision to students and its contribution to research in all areas. And I was delighted to talk with Donna beforehand around the broader role of universities in their contribution to the creative industries, which are, in my view, essential to the development of culture in all parts of our country. The so-called levelling up agenda is about the opportunities that you offer students in all parts of our country and the opportunity that universities can provide to those who are in their community, who provide the folk that work for the university and who provide the skills of their students to support local people. It's been a delight to work with the University of Keele. They have the challenge of being in a part of the country that is not a major city with an identity that can be easily expressed. They have the challenge of being the major educational institute in the area and carrying the expectations of those in this area with them. And as I have seen now over 22 years, a commitment from the university, not just to serve its community, but to serve its students. And my son did a second degree because he needed to change career directions. And Keele offered him the opportunity to gain the knowledge and skills required and to do that. So I come back here accepting with really graciousness the award you're making to me, but proud to be associated with a university which I hope as students you will continue your engagement with as graduates, and you will find too that the reputation of Keele sustains you through your career. It's been an absolute joy to be here, but today is primarily your day, and I will join with enjoying your own celebration and those of your wonderful parents who have been committed over many years to supporting you. Thank you all so much.
Graduates, will you please stand? Chancellor, On behalf of the Senate, I present to you these candidates who have been found worthy to be admitted to the degrees for which they have been awarded. Graduates, please sit. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, a thesis titled Exploring Human Resources Management in Merger and Acquisition, a case study of a foreign multinational company in China, Zhongling Liu. For the degree of Master of Research, Karina Williams. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Timothy Aldrin. Jennifer Ames. Daniel Austin. Alex Baines. Talia Barnes. Megan Bloor. Olivia Booth. Nicole Brain. Eloise Brooker. Georgia Brown. Emily Brownsill. Rihanna Callanan. Julia Chuchias. Melissa Conrads. CJ Copeland. Hannah Crosby. Lainey Cundy. Bradley Dennis. Thomas Dickinson. Winner of the Ben Elliman Prize, Adele Dobson. Jade Ellis Latham. Winner of the Ronnie Frankenberg Prize for Outstanding Undergraduate Dissertation in Sociology and the Penina Werbner Memorial Prize for Best Overall Performance in Sociology, Kate Evans. Winner of the G.A.J. Rogers Student Prize, Max Finch. Scott Foster. Isaiah Garrow. Also winner of the Ronnie Frankenberg Prize for Outstanding Undergraduate Dissertation in Sociology, Rebecca Goodwin. Hannah Gordon. Annie Gransbury. Trinity Hampton Stevens. Janice Hanif. Aidan Hart. Taya Hemmings. Eleanor May Hopkinson. Emily Kendrick. James Kennard. Shanza Kiani. Jensen Kidd Chadwick. May I ask the students who have just been conferred to stand?
By virtue of my authority as Chancellor, I admit them to the awards for which they are listed. Many, many congratulations. Well done. It's great to be here to celebrate the achievements of our students on this special day. The journeys you've been on and all you've achieved have been, I hope, a wonderful adventure of academia, meeting new friends, and growing as a person. Keele is the perfect place to do all three. You will, I'm sure, look back on your time here, not just with the knowledge that you've passed the test and earned a degree, but you've had a great time with great people. I also hope you recognise that the support you've had from your family and friends has been invaluable. And even though it's your hard-earned degree during difficult times, their fingerprints are on it too. And similar to what David was saying, 2 weeks ago, I was at our daughter's graduation, and I know how proud you will be here sitting with your children and your friends who are graduating, and I was equally as proud 2 weeks ago as well. Completing a degree during a pandemic certainly teaches you resilience and a determination to achieve your goals. When things get tough in the future, and I'm sure they will, remind yourself about what you've shown yourselves to be capable of. I hope you recognise the efforts that the staff at Keele have exerted in order to help you through. Our educators continue to receive national recognition in all sorts of ways, and they too also had to adapt to the new ways of interacting with you in your studies. Over the last few years, we've developed 4 new research centres that have skills and education as part of their remit. They are global health, sustainable futures, social inclusion, and a digital society. I'm sure you will all recognise these are major challenges for us, and through world-class research, we're genuinely making an impact. We've also developed our education offer. The Harper Keele Vet School is a huge step forward for the university, and close to 100 new programmes are being developed that enhance our portfolio in established areas such as computing, business and health, but also take us into new areas such as the creative arts and sport. Some of these involve significant partnerships in the UK and overseas. I want to mention our energy park. With 2 wind turbines and 12,000 solar panels, is producing over 50% of our electricity. This is important for the university, but also as part of how we can lead the way for society more broadly on the crucial issue of climate change. This sits alongside a project called Hydeploy, in which the campus was used to test whether 20% hydrogen could be introduced into the gas supply. It can. It can safely, and it can without users really noticing the difference. And it's now being rolled out to communities in different parts of the country. We take our responsibility for helping with the climate emergency very seriously indeed, and I hope that all of you have developed a strong appreciation of the challenge of what might be done about it. I thought I'd pass on some wisdom I've learnt running our family retail business for the last 22 years. I suspect I'm the only person in this room who left university wanting to be a shoe repairer. But my experience has taught me that no matter what you do, the same basic principles apply. Be kind. Be kind to friends, your colleagues, to people who need help, to strangers, and most importantly, to ourselves. 99.9% of people are good people. My friends who are the kindest, whether they're doctors, entrepreneurs, lawyers, or police officers, always seem to be successful, enjoy their jobs, and do fun things. My second piece of advice is to work hard and be ambitious, but find a job or role that doesn't really feel like work at all. Find the right place that suits your values and your talents. Henry Ford, the founder of the Ford Motor Company, was recruiting once for a senior role, and he couldn't decide which of the 2 equally qualified candidates to pick. So he decided to take them out for a meal together to check which of their values aligned with those of the company. After the meal ended, he offered one candidate a job and asked the other to leave. Seeking an explanation as to why they were unsuccessful, Henry Ford gave 2 reasons. The first, he said, is that you put salt on your food without tasting it, and the successful candidate ate his steak as it was prepared, and after a few mouthfuls added some salt. I like people who don't assume that they know what the answer is. You weren't inquisitive enough. The other reason is the successful candidate was polite to the waiter and said thank you as plates were put in front of him. You ignored the waiter. I like people who are kind and considerate. It's the subtleties of how we are with others that really makes a difference. Be patient. Again, not something I can say I always do well. But if you're focused on the long term and don't rush, the opportunities will come along. If you hold your hand out patiently enough in the garden, eventually a bird will land on it. And this is one that you don't read in business books. Little things really matter to people. The best bosses get this, and they try and help by fixing problems and helping people to do their jobs well. A good ambition for any of you who want to lead is to learn how to be generous and a great teacher first. The best bosses aren't pushovers, but they know their people and they care about their happiness. By being kind, working hard, helping others learn and having a long-term view, you're on your way to realize your ambitions, because good things happen to good people. This point, good things happen to good people, may surprise you from coming from someone like me who recruits hundreds of prisoners into his business. But I've learned that many people in life will never get the opportunities you have with a superb degree from a great institution like Keele. They need a second chance and someone to take a chance on them. So this is another piece of advice. A CV tells a story, but it doesn't prove what someone's personality is like. For me, the best thing I've done in business is to walk the wings of prisons looking for talented, sparky people. In your careers, I'm sure you will offer a second chance to people, but it's worth remembering that to many of them, they never had a first chance. And I'm sure some of our criminology students here today and other sociology students as well, I may see you on the wings of prisons in the future, whether you're unlocked graduates or working for the prison and probation services, or just trying to help people overcome their problems. This is a university that we hope you will continue to be proud to be associated with, and that you will continue to think of as part of your personal future. You now join over 100,000 Keele alumni in all corners of the globe. Alumni demonstrate great value to each other and to the next generations of students through their networks and their links back to Keele. So please keep in touch. Make sure we have your contact details, sign up for the Alumni Association, come back to visit us and think about how you might one day give back to the university that's given so much to you. Your time and experience will be hugely valuable to us, and you may well feel you wish to partner on various projects in the future. Next year is the 75th anniversary of the founding of Keele, so I hope you'll be able to join us in some of the celebrations wherever you are in the world. Keele will always be part of who you are. So that's it. You've made it. You're leaving here with a qualification that cannot be taken away, one that people will respect the world over, and that will open doors and opportunities for you. But you now need to make it work. You can afford to be ambitious. Indeed, you owe it to yourself to be ambitious. I hope you, our next generation of graduates, will have seen yourselves as part of a thriving university that has valued your presence, and you can now go out there and make a real difference. So with that, can I, on behalf of Keele University, give you, our new graduates, our heartiest congratulations and wish you enormous success in everything you do from here on in. Many congratulations.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you these candidates who have been found worthy to be admitted to the degrees for which they have been awarded. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Charlotte Lane. Ella Leary. Eve Loach. Poppy Lovett. Eleanor McLean. Libby Malia. Joshua Mangan. Magain Moki. Melody Monroe. Emily Mutum. Carla Nuttall. Cornelia Ostrovska. Sophie Parton. Pavel Potokar. Jessica Proctor. Joseph Raiswell. Lydia Ravenscroft. Natasha Robinson. Thomas Robinson. Iman Sajid. Marla Salloway. Emily Sandland. Denisa Shiopu. Matthias Solecki. Ellie Thomas. Harry Thomas. Giovanni Torri. Areti Triantafalo. Summer Viggers. Lucy Wakefield. Meg Walker. Sally Webb. Sarah Williams. Bethany Woolliscroft. Sophie Wright. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Zaphos Brouard. Olivia Bailey. Courtney Clues. Eve Cordwell. Eloise Durham. Gabrielle Fuller. Shannon Gray. Kerry Greenway. Oliver Harflett. Lauren Hookstep. Berenice Hughes. Callum Jones. Megan Loffett. Winner of the Hannah McAllister Prize, Eve Matthias. Bilal Pilgrim. Tanesha Simpson. Harrison Slater. Eve Turnbull. Aubrey Van Tonder. Francesca Wen. Angela Wynne. May I ask the students who have just been conferred to stand?
By virtue of my authority as Chancellor, I admit them to the awards for which they are listed. Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you in absentia those candidates who appear listed in the programme who are not present.
By virtue of my authority as Chancellor, I admit them to the awards for which they are listed. Thank you.
It's an honour to be standing here today and to have the opportunity to speak at the ceremony. On behalf of Keele Students' Union, I just want to say a massive congratulations to all of you, to our graduates. Today is an opportunity to celebrate. What you have achieved is extraordinary, and we are not only celebrating your academic success, but the development as individuals you've experienced. For many of you, you entered university in the midst of a pandemic with virtual learning, yet you persevered and formed lifelong friendships through Teams calls, social media, and you had the luxury of going to lectures in your pyjamas. Even coming out of COVID and returning to in-person learning, you learned a lot too, like how some people still go to lectures in their pyjamas. Most importantly, you learned that you could adapt and change. You threw yourself into university life, even if it wasn't what you expected at first. We've seen an increase in students working alongside their degree. Whether this is for extra income or work experience, that is an achievement in itself. Finding the balance between employment and education is extremely difficult, and this commitment, time, organisation and determination will only further your successes in life. From union staff, online content creators, shelf stackers, or even those balancing full-time employment, you have worked tirelessly and you should be incredibly proud. Together, we have worked to elevate the student experience, advocating for positive change and driving initiatives that reflect our shared aspirations. We have organised events that brought us together, challenged norms and fostered dialogue on the issues that matter most to us, so hopefully we'll never have to deal with circuit laundry again. We've stood up for what we believe in and made our campus a place where every voice is heard, respected and empowered. We are so happy to have seen you develop these voices, engage with other students, challenge your own perceptions, but most importantly, have a lot of fun. So many of you have taken part in extracurriculars over your time here. The roles you've taken on as committee members, student voice representatives, volunteers and part-time officers have been invaluable to our thriving student community. Not to forget to thank everyone who came out on a Wednesday night and still went to the 9 a.m. on a Thursday. As resident advisors, you selflessly helped our students on campus, and as ambassadors, you played a vital role in enhancing the Keele community. We hope that being a student at Keele and part of our union has given you skills, experiences and memories to continue to shape you for years to come. Some of you may be pursuing further studies, entering the workforce or embarking on a new pursuit. Regardless of your next steps, be guided by our shared experiences and your journey. We have the power to shape our future, and your time is now. As you bid farewell to your time here at Keele, take a moment to reflect on the person you were when you first arrived here all those years ago. Think about how you've grown professionally and personally, the relationships you have built, the things you've seen, and the adversity you overcome. Think about how you've grown professionally and personally, the relationships you've built, the things you've seen, and the adversity you've overcome, The majority of you will not be the same person you were when you arrived. University is not just an institution where you get a degree, it's the foundation for the rest of your lives. I want to take a moment to thank those who've guided you on your journeys, your lecturers and course leaders, academic mentors and student experience and support officers, the library staff, and even those people in admissions that let you in. Not to forget course mates who advise you on your assessments, flatmates who listen to your problems late at night, friends who convince you to go and do spontaneous activities, but notably the family and friends who helped you through and gave you constant motivation and in some cases financial support. We cannot wait to continue celebrating your successes. We wish you good luck for the future and know you will thrive in any of your endeavours. It's time to pop the Keele bubble. Here's to the class 2023. Thank you.
Let us give thanks on this special day in a moment of reflection or prayer according to your own practice or belief. We give thanks for our university and recommit ourselves to its mission, that the tasks of education and research may be carried out with integrity. We give thanks for the vision of our founding principal, Lord Lindsay, who directed that Keele exists for the pursuit of truth in the company of friends. The university's foundation also drew on the historic motto of the Sneed family, to thank God for all. May that spirit of friendship and thankfulness continue to be fostered by all at Keele. We give thanks for our graduates as they conclude this stage of their education. May their skills and qualifications be used for good in their communities and beyond. We give thanks for all staff who have taught and supported them in their learning. May they know the lasting impact their work has had and the change that they have enacted in the lives of our graduates. We give thanks for the families and friends present here and around the world. Let us acknowledge with gratitude the love, care, and encouragement they have given and continue to show to our students. May we look forward with hope to the future, that the successes of this university and its graduates will continue to grow, that the gifts we celebrate today will be used fruitfully, that the world may become a better place. If you're comfortable and able, may I please invite you to stand.
Graduates of the university, we congratulate you on your awards. May you continue to be ambassadors for this great institution. We wish you well in all your future endeavours. And I also hope you have a fantastic rest of the day and a wonderful celebration because you've achieved so much. So many, many congratulations. And I now declare the congregation closed.